yeah, midnight just passed on Thanksgiving. That means it is officially the Christmas season. Let's drive up our house with a Christmas tree. My shirt's about to change. So the basic plan is we're going to have a circular piece of wood that is going to have the tree stand in the middle of it, and that's going to be where the tree goes. And then we're going to have around the edge of it a train track going around the outside of it. It's a little train that goes around it, which is something I've had that for a couple of years, but this time it's going to be permanent because we're going to be nailing it directly to the wood. Now, there's going to be a lot of electronics going from the train track and the tree. Here's the big part. I want to hide the electronics for everything. We're going to do that by making a big Christmas box. The big Christmas box is going to have the train enter it from the side. The train is going to enter it from the back, leave at the side. Neither of these will be visible from the front of the tree. And all of the electronics will be hidden there, with the power cable coming out from the box. First thing I'm going to need is going to be the base.
Okay. Hello, good morning. Why? Why do I do this to myself? It's so early. Come on, Craigslist. Do your stuff. I want a table. Mini table saw, Mighty Might. I already got one of those. I don't want to go to Beverly. I don't want to go to Brighton. I don't want metal. Pretty. I don't want to spend $325 on it, though. That's a lot. 26-inch diameter. How big is my train set? Okay, I'm going to be right back.
Where did the tape measure go? And I got friends in low places where the whiskey... I know it's supposed to be 51 inches, but we will find out the fun way. Yep, 51 inches that way, 51 inches, okay.
Now I know. I need a 51-inch table, and it needs to be wood because I need nails to go into it. Here we go, outdoor table, 43 inches. That is a fail. You know what? You know what we're going to do? We're going to set a price range. $30. Apply that. I could totally get a thing of plywood and cut it into a circle. But I don't want to. That's effort. Why am I getting lamps? Oh, hello. $600. No. Well, we have 1,200 more options to go through, so come on. 42-inch round. F you. Ooh, hello. 5-foot diameter. Oh. How am I going to move this table? So, I measured my car, and this table is perfect. It's the right size. It's 60 inches across. My car won't fit it. So the guy I was going to buy the wood from, doesn't want me to cut it in half at his place, which... It's understandable not wanting to add an extra step to all this, but... here we go. This is this right here. 19-30 seconds. Good enough. Get this party started. All right, so I want to cut this into an octagon shape. This is the extra to fill out the rest of the final shape. My brain is just racked trying to figure out exactly how I want to do this. This isn't bearing a load. I don't really care how it goes. I just want it to go. Go away, train track. No one wants to. Except for me, I love you.
design was bad and horribly inaccurate. But I live by the phrase, measure once and cut and cry. So we're going to do that. The good news is I finished painting it. The bad news is there's no ventilation. Ooh, that's some good stuff.
And now we work on feet. I wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible.
It's amazing how much better you get at a thing when you do it a bunch of times, you know? I need a box to hide the electronics. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make the box big so that I can have a little train that goes through it. And I'm going to take the box and I'm going to dress it up like a Christmas present. Just a little 1 foot square. That's going to be the front face. And then along the side, we're going to have a 2 foot by 1 foot block, or square of wood. Rectangle. Shape. Face. We're gonna go with face. Face. And that 1 foot square is going to be where the electronics are housed. So that is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 square feet of wood. It just so happens I have 8 square feet of wood. Ain't no party like a tape measure party, because a tape measure party don't stop. I'm smart, I know what I'm doing. I have never used the Mighty Mite table saw on actual wood. It's always on either cardboard or very, very thin wood. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, the smell. The smell. What? I'm dummy. I am dummy. It's one of the problems with having a workbench covered in stuff is you can't do anything big on it. Yay, I got one! I think woodwork in an enclosed space might not be a good idea.
Alright, so the box seems to work. Yeah. I need to get a little piece of material to just sit right here to keep this from wobbling. Other than that, this is pretty much all set and ready for me to move on to the next part. So this is the system I had last year, which I am going to be remaking. It is not good. It is not good at all. In fact, I would say it is quite bad. Just looking at it, it doesn't really work. I mean, it does work. It works very well, but you'll see what I have an issue with in a second once I can take the top off. Can you see where the problem is? Can you recognize that there might be something here that might be a danger, that might not work for a safe, healthy Christmas? I can see a couple of things. So this is the power strip I had set up for this. I took this apart, snipped some of the rails, and added wires to it. I am not going to show you how to do this because unless you know how to work with AC current, I don't think you should. I should not have done it this way, but it hasn't burned my house down yet, so I think we're good. And yeah, don't play with this stuff unless you know how to play with AC power. Start from the center of this hole to the center of this hole. It is 4 1/32, I think. In my handy dandy notebook. A hole here, a hole here, a hole here, a hole here. The distance between these ends. That is, I usually just go by, like, there's like a little curve right here, and you can usually just measure from the top of the curve, one curve to the top of the other curve. 1 1/2 inches, almost exactly. Yes, I did just say about exactly. Get off my board. Get off my board! Get off my property! Get the F on my property. Tests. Test. Everything gets tested. Except for me. So if you test me, I get testy. That all slides in. Slide it that way. It is loose. This side is about good. This side is a little loose. Yeah, nice and solid. Man, this bites. I didn't become a YouTuber to put effort into things. Are we recording? Oh my goodness, we are. Now, if you look at this from an angle, it actually is bowed a little bit. Yeah, it has a little bit more wiggle to it, but it's straight now, so a little bit of the force is taken off. Alright, that's all together. Now let's plug it in and make sure it doesn't set the house on fire. This is always the dangerous part. I'm just going to sit here and... Okay. Okay. We have a connection there. Connection. 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 We have connections. Here, I'm going to try turning it this way just so you can witness it work. So that is it's just a little light. Yeah, if it works on the last one, it's going to work on the rest of them. So, okay. Yippee. It functions. Now I can start adding the other materials to this and then mount it. Let's unplug it. Never, ever, 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 ever work with AC power when it is plugged in any capacity. If it is a light, you hit the circuit breaker before you work on it. If it is a motor, you hit the circuit breaker before you work on it. If it is an electronic device, you unplug it before you work on it. So now that it's unplugged, we can work on it.
My regular laptop did not actually have the original script in it. That was weird. We have a bunch of button configurations here, the code that the different buttons on the remote put out, the pins that each of the relays is connected to. This is important information, and the receiver pin. It just goes through a loop, and every time it receives a code, it will check that code, and if it is one of the buttons on the remote, it will turn that power on. I have a copy of it just in case the chip I have doesn't work. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I'll be able to replace it. So, yeah, cool. This is the first test after assembly to see if the chip still functions as it was supposed to. Let's turn it on. Everything lights up. No strange going on so far. 1 turns on 1. Very good. What about all of them? Okay, so that turns on all of them successfully. 2 turns on 2. 3 turns on 3. 4 does nothing. 5 turns on 4. 6 turns on 6. 7 turns on 7. 8 turn... No, wait, what? Oh! Okay, so hold on. Hold on. Brain power. Brain. Thought. Think about this. 1, 2... 2... 3... 4 does nothing. 5 turns on 4. 6 turns on 5. 7 turns on 6. 8 turns on 7. So, something is wrong here. It's that these guys are all over 1 more than they should be. So we're going to move all of these back 1. Okay, let's try it this time. 1, 2, 3, 4,
5, 6, 7, 8. All of them? None of them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would turn them all on because that's a separate. The all on, all off is a separate value from everything else. That turns them all on. That turns them all off.
Your answer is not any of the answers that we guessed.
Should probably pause podcasts while I'm recording. What is left? What is left? That thing she said. It's. It's very stressful having a gray carpet and a bunch of metal tools. It's kind of a upside down trapezoid shaped thing. Hopefully if I leave that alone for a little while, it'll stick to that shape somewhat. Alright, let's test this out. Make sure it works. Alright, turn on 1. Turn on 2. All. Oh. Boom. It functions.